Next up is Tyler Brewer talking about verbing nouns.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Tyler, and I have absolutely nothing inspiring to begin with. I don't have any quotes to keep you going through the whole talk. I don't have any clever infographics to make you go, because I'm here to talk to you about language. Specifically the English language. I love it, the intricacies of it, the little nooks and crannies that you can find. I'm a big grammar nerd, so I follow AP Stylebook on Twitter, and the not so proper, but equally hilarious, fake AP Stylebook. Anyway, what I love to do is edit papers. Seriously, send them my way. I love to make sentences flow better and faster and make them more clear so you can add those little filigrees of flair to whatever you're talking about. And it truly amazes me how something so small, like punctuation, can affect something so large and abstract, such as language. How we parse and punctuate our language can actually affect how it evolves. But I'm not going to lecture you on the Harvard comma, which has been, instilled in us since elementary school. I'm not going to lecture you on dangling modifiers. In fact, I'm going to say, fuck the semicolon. There, Tarif, I said fuck on stage. I'm here to talk to you about verbs, action words. In fact, here is a definition for you. And I also kind of like that the word verb is a noun, which kind of leads into other things I'm going to be talking about. Anywho, I'm specifically talking about verbing nouns, or technically speaking, it's conversion, which is the creating of a verb by converting it from a noun or another word. But I don't really like to convert. I like to verb nouns, or even better, verbify, and you can make it even more fun and noun that back into verbification. Stephen Fry aptly put it as making a doing word from a thing word, and Mr. Fry's speech on language is actually what inspired me to talk to you today. And I highly recommend watching this video for all you interactive speech folk out there. Jot that down. So why talk about it? What's so twisted about it? The strict adherence to language, to proper English, the grammar Nazis, the language snobs, people who complain that technology is ruining our language today. They do this because they claim that we're being unclear, which, don't get me wrong, that is one of the cardinal sins of writing, the lack of clarity. It's improper writing. But verbing nouns can be a way to clarify our thoughts. Some verb nouns just sound plain incorrect, I will give you that, like Facebooking. Though now, if you meet someone new and you want to be lazy, but you want to find out more about them, what do? You Facebook them. And this is why I think Twitter is a little bit more clever than Facebook, because when you subscribe to the content, you don't Twitter them, you follow them. In fact, so the pedants claim that verbing nouns will open the floodgates on the current techno-assault on language. This tech speak that we've developed is, from being attached to our computers and our iPads and our laptops and the interwebs. But we do this because it's easier and it's faster to type when we're speaking informally. We acronymize things. TM is too much. JFGI is just freaking Google it. And BT-dubs is I think you guys get it. We shorten words to minuscule length like perf and whatevs and mabes, obs, tobs, probes. Let's see. And then my personal favorite that makes me shudder, perch. That's right. But verbing nouns isn't like that. You pretty much do it all the time without even noticing it. In fact, I've already done it twice. Can anyone shout out things I've already done? Facebooking. Here we are. Title of my presentation, and acronymizing. And I can guarantee that all of you do it all the time anyway. There are more overt cases like Googling and Facebooking, but what happens when you're riding down Comm Ave on a bike and someone opens their car door on you? You're doored. But there are also subtle ones that you probably didn't even realize were verb nouns. We as humans, we partition, we station troops, we proposition and impact people. Trish, John, and Riley, what did they do for this event? They were the chairs. Can anyone tell me what I'm doing right now? TED Talking. The English language is the paint that we use on the easel of communication. There is an art to it, and that's where we get the loss of creativity when people tell us not to verb nouns. So for instance, the art that I'm talking about can get a little crazy. That is a grammatically correct sentence. Buffalo, 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 which when parsed out reads as a claim that bison who are intimidated by or bullied by bison are themselves intimidating or bullying to bison, at least in the city of Buffalo, which is impliedly Buffalo, New York. That's right. Now, language can be grammatically correct, but willfully lead you in the wrong direction, as with garden path sentences. You are lured into improperly parsing the sentence to a place that normally ends up like a dead end, like a garden path. Just say any one of those out loud. The old man, the boat. It's the old people who are taking care of the boat. Anyway, it is stylistically sound, yet is ambiguous. Verb nouns are not. They're meant to be direct, and they're meant to force you to the definition and flood you with the content and the context about where the word comes from. They describe emotion, the action, the history, the environment of common experience where else proper speech would fail. That is precision. For example, we would say that I don't want to overkill that, but grammatically speaking, you would want to say, I don't want to do something that would cause overkill. Anyway, no one 20 years ago knew what Googling was, but that word pinpoints our generation, which is obsessed with social media and optimization and office tools. You get to know what you need instantly, even the great William Shakespeare, verb nouns. And communication evolves, so why not the English language? We went from telegraphs to televisions to social media networks to search engine optimization and geotagging. This is all part of the evolution of gaining information faster. If information is power, then aren't verb nouns a way to access and process that information faster? Critics are saying that online news is slowly making traditional media sources obsolete. But think about this. Think about how fast the world has been changing recently. If a story changes in a newspaper, it could take anywhere from 1 day to 2 days, or even in the small time, it could take a week to make a retraction. But today, events occur and are tweeted. The information changes and people react to it. And we can change that with faster communications, real changes. And if that's by recommending a new logo or a host on Saturday Night Live. But the thing is it can also shake nations, like with the Green Revolution in Iran, where thousands tinted their Twitter avatars green to show support for the 2009 Iranian elections by throwing off the censors from the government, or covering the democratic revolutions in Egypt and Libya. So see what people can do with language and communication? They inspire change, they entice voters, they incite revolution, and they evoke emotion. They verb nouns. And now hopefully I've convinced you that verbing nouns ain't that bad. So now if anyone snubs you for what you're doing, for using your incorrect grammar, you can truly walk the walk now, and you can talk the talk, and know that always from me, you are so adjective that even you can verb nouns. Thank you.